Hi and welcome back to my channel. I'm Allison, the Glamorous Carnivore, and today I'm going to do a Barbie inspired makeup tutorial. So I've got my pink on and we're ready to go. If you can't notice it, got my Barbie shoes and everything. Well, before I go on, I have one thing to mention first, and that is that right here, all this Sol de Janeiro is on my Instagram, which is wigs 24/7. I'm doing a giveaway, and this will all be given away to someone. All the information is on my Instagram page, and I will link stuff down below in the description box. Okay, now back to the task at hand. Alright, so today, like I said, Barbie inspired. I've already got my Real Technique sponge all wet and ready to go, and I'm going to use the Maybelline DREAM Matte Mousse in Porcelain Ivory, which is their lightest shade. But before I do that, I'm going to go on with the Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas Primer. Just, 2 pumps is about what I use. You guys are going to have to let me know what you think about this setup. I moved stuff around, try to see if this looks any better or more interesting, or just, tried to put stuff behind me that relates to the channel or to me specifically. If you want to know what something is behind me or you take interest in it, just drop a comment. Okay, so back to the foundation. I said I ordered more of this because I end up using it so much because it just works so well. But I mean, it's literally like, I have in the description box I will link where you can get it from Amazon, and they're literally like $4 or $5, like this makeup, and it's so good. I know it looks like weird when you start putting it on, but it really like melts right into the skin. It's fantastic. So I don't know if you've seen it around or not, but I noticed Tressallure, the brand, actually took a couple of my videos and didn't tag me on them. They did it on YouTube under their account, on Facebook under their account, and Instagram under their account. And I was wearing one of their sensational wigs. And if you are familiar with my account at all, you know what I look like. And it's really just the strangest thing. I messaged them on Instagram, and they actually did, after the fact, tag me. But there's really no way on YouTube, or I know there is on Facebook, but I just kind of let it go, which is like, I don't know, man. My husband didn't really like that all too much. But I guess it is what it is, right? Here, got like a white spot there on my skin. Like no skin pigment white. Ghost white. Okay. I think I've got that all. Okay. You have to forgive me. I completely forgot concealer. I'm gonna go grab that. Be right back. It's really just right over here. Okay. Alright, for the concealer today, I'm going to go with, this is the Nars Radiant Creamy, of course it's backwards, Radiant Creamy Concealer, and this is in the shade Light 1 Chantilly. So, like I said, I really just, same thing as usual. Probably gets old after a while being like, huh, she's always just doing the same thing. You know, it's just like, if it works, it works, you know? And yeah, I always apply it under the eye, but then I like blend it out all over the eyelid too. And for me, it works as like an eyeshadow primer instead of buying an eyeshadow primer. And then on top of that, it brightens everything all in one go. And honestly, to me, the concealer is just good enough for that. I don't really see the need for a whole nother product, right? So. Alright, so today's plan with the whole Barbie vibe, I don't have like a picture in mind. It's more like, how do I feel Barbie looks like? And for me, it's always like kind of nostalgic because like I played with Barbies. And when I was little, I had blonde hair, like really blonde hair. It's what it was referred to. A lot of people call it towhead, like a towhead blonde. So I myself always wanted to be Barbie, but I guess not really her. I always liked your friend that had like the dark hair more. I don't remember what her name was, but that was the doll that I liked. But whatever, right? I forgot like multiple things. This is fantastic. Moving on, we'll get to that when I need to. I don't want to keep getting up over and over. And I'm like, this is just the video where she gets up. Okay, so great googly moogly. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my bronzer, and I'm gonna use the Nars Laguna. My like trusted sort of color. It just is a good you know, depth enhancer. The shade of it itself is good. I'm gonna ask like a question, and this probably doesn't apply to like everyone, but if there's anyone who does like keto or carnivore, because I do carnivore, right? Do you ever have at times of the day where like your cheeks just get flushed, like they feel flushed but they're not flushed? That's what's happening right now. Like I'm like, oh, feels warm, but they're not pink at all. Like when before I started, it felt like that too. So it's like they don't feel irritated. They just feel like a warmth inside or something. Kind of like how you would if you were like feverish in a way, but without being sick, because I'm not sick. And so for people who don't know, I suffer from multiple autoimmune disorders that contributed to the hair loss that you see. Well, I mean, honestly, the hair loss came from a razor, but for the most part, it was like falling out. So I just said enough. And having short hair allows me to take care of the skin on my scalp the best that I can, since that's a contributing factor. And it also makes wig wearing significantly easier. So here we are, ladies and gents. But I use the carnivore diet to control the autoimmune issues that I have, and it's worked so far. Literally went to my endocrinologist, and my thyroid antibodies for my Hashimoto's gone, all gone. So it's well under control, and you can see my thyroid isn't all enlarged and, you know, messing my body up. Say, how many of you guys eat that way? Because I also, if you haven't looked at my channel all that much, I also have an Instagram account that is all about carnivore stuff. It's literally called The Glamorous Carnivore. So, ta-da! It goes hand in hand, my guys. Alright, so onto the blush, and this is a palette I have not pulled out yet. So this is the Pat McGrath and the Bridgerton, like the Netflix show. It literally has the Netflix symbol on it. This is a very pretty palette. I've used it before, I just have not shown it on the channel. So you have 3 shades in here. You have this one, which is called Venus Nectar. This one is called Nymphette, and this one is called Cherish, assuming it's in order. Watch me get it absolutely wrong. Yeah, Divine Blush and Glow Trio Love at First Blush. Blush and highlighter is from Pat McGrath and Netflix and Shondaland. I like all of the Shondaland shows. It's just the overdramatic sort of reality like esque TV shows that are just completely like if you're not familiar with Shondaland, obviously there's the Bridgerton shows, including the new well, I guess it's not brand new, but the Queen Charlotte show, and then of course she does Grey's Anatomy, so it basically everyone's seen that. But I'm gonna go ahead with this one, which, if I'm reading it correctly, is the Venus Nectar one. It looks like a matte, yeah, like a matte sort of pink, because you can see the other one's like shiny, and obviously there's that, but this one's more on the matte capacity. Oh wow, that one's nice. I know I'm like reacting like I haven't used it. I have. It's just been a minute. And I don't put my makeup on with a ring light. Most of the time, I just do it in the bathroom, call it a day, move on. The end. Okay. So there's that. Now I am going to use, before I get on with everything, I do have the other Hourglass stuff that I use like every time. Alright, I'm going to go in to the under eye here and brighten it up just a bit more. And this is the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Ethereal Light, which is their lightest shade. You say the one before, it was kind of like, it was called Dim Light or Diffused Light or something, and it was very much like a warm sort of cream, and this one is very cool. Ethereal Light, on their page, if you took a moment to look at it, they talk about this being like the moonlight, so it's very cool, like almost like white. You can see it already. Look at that. Let it go. Fantastic. So the more you watch me on the show, the more you'll learn that I make weird sound effects and a lot of like kind of stuff, like especially when I'm in a good mood, I'm having a good time, I'm just like gonna make all kinds of weird noises and talk to myself and like sing and stuff like that, so bear with me. If that, you know, if that's something that bothers you, or just leave. Like, what are you doing here? But I'm a fun person. I'm not mean. So I promise if you stick around, we'll have a good time. So I know I put out a poll, and I don't know how many people responded to it. I don't think that many people. I think it was only one at this point, about what kind of content they wanted to see more on this channel. So I obviously have wig stuff, I have makeup stuff, and I have cooking stuff, and there's a whole other aspect, oh, and the skincare, but I haven't, like, whole other aspect I haven't really gotten into, and that's more of the keto carnivore like information, like education or whatnot, if anyone's interested in that. Like, basically what I'm trying to ask is, I would like you to tell me what kind of content you would like to see more of, because I'll do it. And there's certain things that I like, but I know there's, you know, not everyone likes the same thing, right? So try and balance it out. I don't want to like focus only on wigs or makeup and people are like, and they want cooking stuff and I just wasn't told. So, you know. Alright, so now I'm going to go into the Hourglass Ambient Lighting Infinity Powder. Here. I always just kind of use it to add powder everywhere, blend stuff together, so it really, in my opinion, kind of like, it really brings the whole look together. I don't know how it does it. The diffusion, the diffractionating of like, refraction, whatever, changes the way that light hits things and bounces back, so on and so forth. You ever have that where you're trying to talk and then like your brain just disconnects like from itself to your mouth and you're just like oh, that fantastic, what am I trying to say? And everyone thinks I'm special delivery. Okay, moving on. For the highlighter today, is it going in with this? Or don't tell me I forget a highlighter too. It would be just random. Oh, it's literally staring right at me. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. You can see how pretty. Very reflective and like pearlescent. Okay. And I'm going to put that where I usually do, right here. Get my mirror so I can see. Oh, that smells too. All these things smell. Because every time I use them, I'm like, what is happening? It smells like the beach. It's just funny to me. That's so pretty. Alright, so I've got one little dilemma when it comes to this. I couldn't decide on lips. So, get there in just a second. Okay, so I have two options. two I have not used before. I ordered a bunch of Lime Crime lipsticks, which are the liquid matte lipsticks that I like quite a bit. So this is what it looks like when you get the Lime Crime Velvetines liquid lipstick. I got this one, and this is the color Bleached. I use this one, or have used this one before, and let's get it out for you. The best thing I like about these, it looks kind of brown in the light, but it's pink. So they smell like cake. It does look kind of brown. Maybe not. I don't know. I remember it being pink when I had it. The thing looks like that, so we'll try it out, or I'll hate it and I'll take it off. At least for the look. I like the color as is, but that's what I'm talking about. Or the other one, it changed. Okay. It is the Everlasting Glimmer Veil. And this is by, I don't know if they still call it Kat Von D, or if it's just called KVD Beauty or whatever. But it's not focusing. There we are. This one is a bright, kind of like pinky pink. I mean, you can see that. Great googly moogly. Is it coming out? No, okay. Yeah, like, look at that. I think we found our winner, guys. I forgot how bright this was. It doesn't smell like anything in particular. That like, matches them shoes up there. Pretty certain. Here, let's just... Scientific. Oh, it's a bit brighter, but that's okay. It screams Barbie to me. I don't think you can get any more Barbie than this. So, we're just gonna do like pink on pink. So, alrighty. So, I am actually, now that I've put all the powder on my face, I'm gonna do this whole thing again. This is the Caudlie, I think it's Caudlie. It is the Beauty Elixir. Again, melts everything together, at least in my opinion. Plus it smells really good. It's got like, let's see, bitter orange, flower water, rosemary leaf oil, peppermint leaf oil, camphora myrrha resin extract, that would be myrrh, Strinax tonxus resin extracts, styrax, I don't know what that is, Melissa, the mint balm, bitter orange again, rose flower oil, grape extract, but it's fruit. So, okay, well, you know, all stuff that's not horrific for your skin. Alright, so for the eyes, I was going to go for something not quite like the classic Barbie, where it was kind of like plain in my opinion, and then it was just like the cat eye, because I don't really have a lot of eyelid space here, so I'm just gonna say no. Alright, I do have 3 options, and I think I'm gonna pick colors from each of them to accomplish this. So I'm gonna go through the palettes first. Alright, so I've got the Pat McGrath Labs Mothership eyelet. It's called Rose Decadence. You can see the different colors there. They have Pink Champagne, Peach Dusk, Fuchsia Flame, Hedonistic Rose, Scandalous, and Golden Honey. And then have the Pat McGrath Bridgerton Eye palette, which is called Diamond of the First Water, which is, I mean, if you saw the show, it would make sense to you. Let's see. Alright, you have Iconic Ingenue here, Art of the Swoon. I think this is backwards because this would make any sense. Regency Blue being this one. So this one's probably it. Yeah, even if you turn it this way, that doesn't match. Okay, the ones in the middle are Art of the Swoon and Duchess Divinity. Okay, so I think this is Regency Blue, right? That would make sense. This would be Iconic Ingenue. This would be Love Match. And, okay, here we go. And Plum Regalia. So, or Regalia, whatever. Either way, would you look at them? I mean, it's so pretty. I mean, can you see that there's an imprint of that one of a bee? You see it? And this one's got a lady's face. And there's another bee. Right, they both have bees. Yes. Those are so pretty, especially this blue one. I think I'm gonna use that one for sure. And then this is the Huda Beauty, the Rose Gold Edition. This is actually the first one because I bought it and then she came out with like the upgraded one and I was like, I just bought that. So it's here. Let's see all the different colors here. Okay, and in this one, I'm not gonna go in with Flamingo, which is like the Barbie pink color. I feel like it's too, I don't know. I'm looking at this one and I like the way that Angelic looks, which is this one right here. And I've used it before. Alright, so let's see. Open them all up in my lap here. I'm trying to decide which. Okay, I think I am going to go with. I'm looking at this, the Plum Regalia, and this one on this one called Bossy right here, and I'm kind of leaning towards this one because it's not so dark and not as brown. So I don't want like a dark look with this one. Not really anyways. So I do know that Pat McGrath, and I'm going to just barely kind of beep beep, because Pat McGrath's eyeshadows, if you've never used them before, they are extremely pigmented. And I mean, you barely have to try. And it comes out and you're like, wow, that's a lot. Like, I mean, look at that. So I'm someone who doesn't particularly use a ton of eye makeup all the time, but when I do, I like a certain quality to it. I don't want to struggle with it. I don't want it to get patchy. I don't want it to look creasy. And so I will spend the extra amount on a more expensive palette if they prove to be decent. Because otherwise, no thank you. Okay, so I'm getting some for the other eye. I actually have 3 Pat McGrath eyeshadow why am I stumbling over such a basic word? Eyeshadow palettes. But I also, like I said, I have the blush one also. I have looked into getting her lipsticks and stuff before. I have lip gloss. Or is it like a liquid lipstick? I think I have 1 lip gloss and 1 liquid lipstick from her. But it might just be a colored, like a pigmented cream lip gloss also. Can't remember. But all of Pat McGrath's makeup is really, really just high quality. I've never gotten it and been like, ugh. Or you're like, what have I done? It was like $80 for this palette. Now I feel like I've wasted money. Like, I've never felt like that when using the products. In fact, most of the time, I've been so excited when they come in the mail. I'm just like, and I open up, I'm like, wow, it's so gorgeous. That's my reaction. Alright. So now we've done the crease and a little bit of depth in the eyes anyways with that. And now I think, I didn't realize these weren't heavily pink. They're more like purpley. I guess it doesn't matter now, does it? I can always add some of that flamingo in there, even though I think that's very cool. Very, very cool toned. Okay, so let me see what it looks like in this lighting. It always looks different every time I put it up there. No, the lighting pretty much agrees with me. Okay. Alright, well, I guess we're staying with the cool tones. Alright, I am going to actually take some of this one called Art of the Swoon right here, and I'm going to use that to kind of like buff out that a little bit, just a touch. I want just a little bit of a color change, kind of like how you get with a sunset. Just a little bit. You see the difference? Sometimes that's all it takes. The one thing that makes me sad about using this palette though is that the more you use the color you like, it has like an, it's not an imprint, it's like a, what is the word? It literally went through my head. Not an imprint, but a, where it sticks up, and now it's gone. That sucks. It's not a bust, it's a, whatever, I can't remember now. Just a little bit more this side. Okay. I know I need more on this side. This is why I don't do eyeliner, because by the time I'd be done, I'd look like a raccoon, and that's not a hot look for anyone. Oh my gosh. Okay, I am thinking, I've got this look, very pretty, very sunsetty sort of situation. I do want to use the flamingo color, which is the really bright one. I want to use the angelic. I don't think I'm done with that. And like I said, I really want to use this blue right here. There's something about it. I think that one's gonna go in my inner corner. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so onto the Huda palette. Let me just close that before I break it or something. Alright, so what I'm thinking, hold it up, thinking about using flamingo, which right here is super pink, and using this one, which is like a, this one right here is saying it's rose gold, and this one is like lighter. Honestly, in my opinion, the angelic one looks more rose gold to me than the other one. The other one looks way too dark. The other one's called Trust Fund. Just like bronze, like a bronzy kind of gold, like a darker gold, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm not here for descriptions. I mean, honestly, if I was to sit here and do it, I totally could, but like, I just have to, sorry. Like this one right here is 24K. It looks pretty gold in the light here. When you look at it, like in person, it looks green. Especially like the reflection. I don't know if I can get it to do it. It's not doing it. Okay, whatever. Alright, I am going to get some of the flamingo. The other thing about Huda is that she's extremely pigmented too. It's like look at that. all I did was barely touch it. I'm going to I'm gonna put this in the center of the eye for now. Bring it this way. Okay, actually I've changed my mind. Now that I'm seeing this, we're gonna go in again and it's gonna go all over the lid. This is actually looking better than I thought it would, which, I mean, great success. So this one's not being as impactful as I remember it, honestly. I mean, it's pink looking for sure, but it doesn't. Try packing it instead. No, that's a little better. Okay. Alright. I've got the look in mind now. Okay, I'm gonna take what's left and go underneath the eye. Under the lower lash line, anyways. Ooh, that's pretty. Okay, now that we've done that, let's see. That's a look, man. Okay. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get the Bridgerton one now and clean that off. Go. I'm gonna get this blue, pretty blue one, the one that I think is called Regency Blue because, like, it's blue. It's really pretty, huh? Right over where the pink is. Oh, that's so pretty. Apparently I'm going for Barbie Fairy. Okay. I think that looks pretty nice. I wasn't going for anything super dark. I don't really want to blend out the ends. Because I don't feel like that's the look I'm going for. Okay. Just feel like my eyebrows have gotten like thinner recently. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to mascara to kind of pull this all together, and then I'll do my lips. Today I'm going to use a mascara I haven't used on here yet, so I don't think so. I'm going to use the Urban Decay Perversion, the bigger, blacker, badder mascara. And this is in the color, I'm assuming black, because there's nothing on the bottom. Alright, let me show you what the spoolie looks like. Focus on it, not me. There you go. And I have bought this mascara over and over because it is so good. Coats your lashes and like brings them to the sky. Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna get mascara on the top. I always do. It's really hard when your eyelashes are this long to not get them, or get it where it is poking your like your brow bone. Good lord. Wee. Getting like caught in each other, the top and the bottom is what I'm trying to fix. Come on, get out from there. I can't even tell if that is a top or a bottom going the opposite way. Whatever. So, let's go with like I said, this is the Kat Von D or KVD Beauty Everlasting Glimmer Veil, and this is in the color Shockful. Why won't you stop looking at me? It's the weirdest thing. It's like people have an obsession with like looking at each other's faces, and they like trained cameras to do the same. So when you're trying to do stuff where you're like, don't look at my face, it's like oh, good lord, have mercy, this is bright as shit. Oh my god. Before I continue, there's one thing I gotta say about this. This formula is extremely liquidy, so it's a little more difficult to work with. That's a color, all right. My God. Okay. Wow. Oh my goodness. It's not quite the same color. This doesn't match at all. We're gonna go with it. Sat here for 40 something minutes already. Hey, if nothing else, you can see what it looks like yourself. That way you can say, you know what? I went to the store, I saw this, or sat online, saw this. I don't know what it looks like on anyone. It's hard to tell. Now you know. Alrighty. The bonafide Barbie wig today is we're gonna go with the California Beach Waves in 613-1001/R18. So it's California Beach Wave by Tressallure, and this is in the shade 16/1001/R18. Alright, and this is my favorite style of wig that I've come across so far, and it's really just a beauty. So, without further delay, ooh, buddy. I feel like this is definitely Barbie hair. Alright, so I'll give just a little bit of information about the wig if anyone's interested. So, like I said, Tressallure California Beach Waves, gave the color like 3 times. This is a full monofilament cap. It's open wefted in the back. It has velvet ear tabs that come far enough to create the illusion of no hair loss. So you can pull it back like this. You could put it up. You could wear it in a ponytail. You could braid it. This you could change the parting if you decide you no longer want it. Like on that side, you simply just move it. And it is literally that simple. So here is the finished look. Do you think it looks Barbie-ish? I'm kind of wondering. Looks like something, so I'm not quite sure what it is. Like the I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world song. And I feel like it would fit, like, hold up like a shopping bag and be like, right? Anyways, yeah. Here's the shoes. I guess I should talk about them too. I do have time after all. Okay. Alrighty. These shoes. Look at them. OMG. Like, if that doesn't say Barbie, I don't know what does. Like, to be completely honest. Okay. These are from Dolls Kill. And they are from Club X. It's the word club, and then it says EXX. I will link them in the description box below. And I don't have like an affiliate link or code or anything for any of this. So anything that I link is just a direct shot for you to get what it is that I used if you want it that badly, or if you want to see how it works or test it out. I mean, most of the stuff I got is not all that expensive. So I tried to do a mix today, make it a little fun. So, hiya, Barbie. Let me know who's going to see the movie, because I really want to. I think it'd be super fun. And like the Oppenheimer movie, the Barbie by Barbieheimer, make like the best like a date night, or like hell, even like girls' night out or something. Like, absolutely, I'd be. If I had a friend who was like, hey, we're gonna go to the movies, we're gonna go see 2 movies in a row, and it's gonna be Barbie and Oppenheimer, I'd be like, I'm in. Like, girly and nerdy histories, like reenactment. Ugh. I am a sucker for a period piece. Can't get enough. Anytime somebody's like, it's a period piece, I'm like, sign me up. I don't care how bad it is, I'll sit through it. I can't get enough. Alright, anyways, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for stopping by. Bye.